Welcome, Aquarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your new moon in Sagittarius reading. This is happening in late November but is affecting early December until the full moon on December 7th, I believe. This is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate for all of you. If it does resonate for you, please like and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate all the ways that you do support me. And I also encourage you to check your sun, moon, rising sign, Venus signs, or any other placement that may give you a fuller reading. Let's get started, Aquarius, with your overall energy for the new moon in Sagittarius, the King of Swords. The King of Swords is indicating your quest for the truth, your ability to understand not only your own truth, but the diversity of truths and experiences you live among. You may be facilitating a discussion in which there is a lot of listening going on by you, and listening in a non-judgmental way. This is you objectifying the information, the experiences you hear, but you are not denying your emotions. Rather, you are detaching yourself from them so that you can recognize the kernels of truth and wisdom that are a part of the experiences of others. You are convening discussions, you are having conversations where you are primarily curious and able to not only listen but to record or document the information that you're receiving from others. It's a powerful card of making decisions, strategizing, but not until you've listened to others. In the 10th house, your social position, the way others see you, is precisely that. As curious, you may be receiving an offer from some aspect of your work or your connections with an organization you work with, or a vision of an organization that you are representing or being the public face of. You are speaking your truth, but you are as much considering the opportunity to gain that information, to find greater exposure. You're curious about a company that you are considering joining that has made you an offer. In the first house, your focus and your perspective, the Knight of Wands, has indeed you questing or looking for a new job. You're looking for a way to expand or grow. You may be looking for another position in your job. You may be looking at gaining more education or seeking training, some kind of a program that is going to help you build on your strengths, gain more skills, update your skills, but primarily quest behind a new way of doing things, perhaps in a new direction. In your 4th house, the Devil card indicates your ability, Aquarius, to face up to some of the choices that you have made in your life. This can also be about your social conditioning from your family of origin or formative experiences that you had. This indicates to me that you have not always chosen yourself. This is a recurrent theme for you, Aquarius. You may have chosen the expectations of others regarding what you should be doing or who you are. This is you attempting to jettison the structures and the conventions that you were conditioned around, so that you are understanding that you have been performing or complying to someone else's idea of who you should be and what you should be doing. This is also your opportunity to recognize that this is a choice you've been making, and that you now, understanding your responsibility in these choices, in these situations that have been essentially limiting to your progress, your growth, your success. You are no longer feeling bonded to that sense of what others want or need from you. In the seventh house, your intimate or significant relationships is showing you to be fully satisfied and content with your process of making yourself your best friend. This is you really giving yourself all of the support, attention, care, and regard that you are deserving of, because you are understanding that you are the source of your happiness. However, you are doing this in a way that prepares you for joining into a community, a relationship in which you can share all of this care, attention, support, and love. In the first house, the Knight of Wands is clarified by the King of Cups in the second house and the Page of Swords, a repeat in the third house. This is very much about your communications, and this is very much about your curiosity about the world you don't know, the larger global community. That is where you're asking questions. That's where you're seeking information in order to make the work that you do relevant to more people. This is key to your enabling and empowering communities or individuals that you see as part of your quest for the truth, for the right information, or for adjustments in being able to collaborate and communicate collaboratively, effectively. You have matured through your ability to support others, and this also indicates that despite your individual quest for growth, this comes through your ability to understand that you are able and desiring to share what you've learned with others. This is you overcoming the obstacles that you have faced in gaining support from others, in finding support. Your vulnerability is allowing others to recognize something that feels like a weakness can be turned into a strength. And this has bolstered your emotional maturity, your resilience, and your appropriateness as the facilitator of this discussion, because you are trustworthy. Others see you as being sincere, not asking them to do anything that you would not and do not do. This is key to your effectiveness at this time. The Devil in the fourth house is clarified by the Magician in the fifth house and the Ace of Swords in the sixth house. Indeed, you are preparing for a big creative project. This is something that you are working on, and it may be in regards to children in particular, but it is most certainly about supporting families. It's supporting people's creative expression, and you have gained some critical truth about your own need to work with others. You're actually coming into a facility, not just at communicating, not just at researching and gaining new ideas, articulating a truth, but you're becoming masterful in your ability to support others in relationship, in community. This is a revelation that you are gaining out of the skills that are a part of your looking into your past, recognizing your personal limitations and the ways in which you have come to overcome those. This is putting you in the position of originating a new plan, idea, or action that can build on a program that you are interested preparing to launch. In the Nine of Cups in the 7th house is clarified by the Ace of Wands in the 8th house and the 4 of Pentacles in the 9th house. The second ace, you are definitely poised to begin something new. This new is so much about truth and communication. I'm feeling the idea that you are recording or documenting, researching, publishing. You are effectively beginning conversations that are allowing you to build and prepare the ground for this project you want to launch. You are doing this most definitely in partnership with others. It is your way of processing this information, this desire to communicate effectively, to collaborate effectively and productively, that is becoming a signature skill that you are contributing to this community. This has the feeling of writing, publishing, a program, training, education. There is something that you are facilitating on behalf of other members of the community, children and families in particular. The Page of Swords in the 10th house is clarified by the Knight of Swords in the 11th house and the King of Wands in the 4th house, in the 12th house, I'm sorry. So another king there. So we have 3 kings on the table. The only king we are missing is the King of Pentacles, and that absence to me is significant because the 4 of Pentacles in your 9th house is indicating that although you are choosing to release conventional structures from the way in which you now build understand how you're building your program, you are not throwing out the baby with the bathwater. For those of you that have heard that expression before, the baby is if you were overzealous in rejecting conventional norms. That is not you. You understand that some of these norms are required and necessary in order to be relevant to those that you are desiring to communicate with. You are basically affirming the foundation of your organization, of the program that you want to create as the basis from which to create. You are full of confidence around this mission. Your confidence is driving and motivating others, and you are determined. But this is very much about the way you communicate, the way that you share that communication and build a document that can be useful in a variety of communities around the world. This conversation that you're starting is something that is reverberating around the world at various junctures, and you are collaborating with others on the need for this conversation. And this has the feel of a UN Council, of a World Health Organization. There is some large organization whose mission is to attend to the needs of the global community. And this is where I feel you're having an impact, Aquarius. I'm going to finish up this reading with a flora and fauna of Africa as part of my Motherland, Mother Earth theme. And I pulled the black rhinoceros. Oops. The key word is clear perspective. Change your perspective and look more closely. There's much to appreciate around you. I'm going to leave this here. And thank you, Aquarius, for a beautiful reading. I hope this has been helpful. Until next time, namaste.